מה קורה, ניסים? כל טוב, ניסים? ינון? מה קורה, ינון, אח שלי? אח יקר. וואלה, אחי. הנה, אני עושה עכשיו לייב גיימינג. רק אני מחכה ללייקים של כולם, עכשיו התחלתי. כל מי שפה שעושה לייק. כן, הכל טוב, ניסים? יאללה, תענוג, תאמין לי, תענוג, אחי. תענוג, אח שלי. היום אני פחות אדבר בלייב, אני יותר אשדר. תודה חברים, תודה. מה, לייב? כן, מתחיל עכשיו. עוד איזה 2-3 דקות. עוד 2-3 מתחיל המשחק. נראה את הרכבת. כולנו נסיכים, כולנו מלאכים. לא רואים טוב, איזה באס. עצבן אותי שלא רואים טוב. לא זוכר, וואלה. אולי אם תרשום ברור, אני אזכור. דר, מה קורה? זה שלא רואים טוב. וואלה, מה קורה, עמית? מה סיימת? את הסדרה אמיץ? כן, ראיתי, אבל אני לא רואה מתחזה, אחי. אם מצוץ מתחזה, סבבה. מה המתחזה רשם לי? תרשום לי מה המתחזה רשם, אני אשחרר אותו. סתם, מה כבר מתחזה יכול לעשות, אח שלי? מה הוא כבר יכול לעשות, אחי? יש אזעקות, חברים. לא רואים כלום. שירותים מעל הבית. שירותים מעל הבית. השם ישמור. תראו באיזה מציאות אנחנו חיים. פופ-אפ, מעל הבית. אני אגיד לכם, חברים. אמן, אמן. אמן, אמן, ניסים. שיהיה רק טוב, אחי. אמרתי לכם, במקום להיות מאוחדים, אנחנו רק מציקים אחד לשני, ורק מדברים אחד לשני על לשון הרע. אמן. שיהיה רק טוב, בינתיים בדיוק הפוך. ככל שהשנאת חינם תגבור, ככל שאנחנו נעשה בעיות, ככה בעיות יגיעו אלינו, בצרורות. אין מה לעשות. זו המציאות שאנחנו חיים בה, חברים. זו המציאות שתכלס אנחנו בוחרים בה. בגלל הרבה ילדים או אנשים או בחורות, לא משנה. שיש בהם הרבה שנאת חינם. אני מהצפון. עמית. מה אני אגיד לכם? שיהיה רק טוב. אנחנו לא מסוגלים להסתדר עם עצמנו. איך נוכל לנצח את אויבינו, לא? אויבינו משנה לשנה מתחכמים. נהיים יותר מתוחכמים, יותר מחוזקים, ויותר מתקרבים אלינו. האנטישמיות, השנאה, כל הסביב, נשק חדש שהם מקבלים. בסדר, מה זה משנה עכשיו, ניסים? מה זה משנה עכשיו, אחי? מה שמשנה זה שאנחנו חיים בשגרה חרה. כל האימהות שנפגעות מכל הבלגן הזה, כל הילדים וילדות שנכנסות לחרדה, כל האימהות הנפלאות שלנו, כל האבות המקסימים שלנו, כל האנשים שבנו את המדינה הזאת. בחוץ רק שנאת חינם ורק הפגנות ורק חרטה בונה. אני אומר לכם, אנחנו מדינה בקסיסה, מה אני אגיד לכם?
There's a big game player, if ever there was one. Iniesta, universally admired. So what do you expect from him today, Bill? Well, he's the master of time and space, Peter. He finds those little pockets in dangerous areas, moves the ball forward, taking people in the narrowest of spaces, and delivers precision balls. And he does it pretty much better than anyone else. Class. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Tries to pass it through. He's being urged to shoot. It's Adriano! He scored! Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods. And that was
שלום, שלום. איזה גול. כן, תקופה לא פשוטה. אין ספק. מזל שיש פלייסטיישן, תאמינו לי. איזה גול של אנדריאנו. דל פיירו עם הבישול.
Barcelona make the perfect start. They are already ahead. It's ended up in no man's land. Nicely aimed pass. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Hausen made out to the left flank. Del Piero looking to play him in. No, that's been intercepted. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Tony Martinez, good try cutting inside here. Looking for the run. An instinctive delivery. And he was alert to it. Ramal. Spin it left. Iniesta. He's put away. Iniesta! Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Pedri. He's gone for goal! What a quick to recover this. Well seen. Saw that coming. He read that really well and stopped it. The defence just about came out on top, but they were so tested. This is Del Piero. Gavi, out to the left it goes. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Shot could be on. Johnny. Lovely pass, but can he get that? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment. Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass to did he? Now it's Yamal. Scratching tackle. Yamal. Carlos Alenia is coming up to the 30-minute mark. It's a lovely pass. Del Piero. It's an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Twist it in. There's the header. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there. I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely weighted ball. Pedri. Gavi. Played out to the right. He is through here. Go for a shot! Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. How's that for a class finish? That's just clever. You made the keeper think he was going one way, only to let Fox him by going the other. Very nice. So that's two now without reply. Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up. Over to the left. Played back in. And Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! About as smooth as it gets. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That is a dive of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant. Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this. A case now of complete control. Ball is over the line. Barcelona have scored two quick goals here, and it's Del Piero. Vermaelen is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Well, this is Lewandowski. No, it's Iniesta. Gavi! Loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it. Gavi. Pedri. Tries to get it clear. Tony Martinez. Promising position. Now here's the delivery. Check, cleans it, safe out. And we hit half time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half time. Elation on one side, misery on the other. Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way. Barcelona 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. We're already back up and running after half-time. And it's Lewandowski. They're played right into his path. There's the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! It is no contest. It is a landslide. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy. I saw you, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Tony Martinez. Tony Martinez! Howson, out of good pressure, just hounded him off it. quick, can he finish? He scored! He forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that. Still trying to make a game of this. Johnny. Do you have a chance to counter here? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Chance! He scored! He has doubled up his 20th goal. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing. I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps. It's become a case of men against boys. Aims beyond the defence. Deep cross. Oh, that's wonderful awareness. Yamal. Adriano. Oh, good spread. A lot of space here. A real opportunity. Glitch with the rangefinder there. And evidence annoyance. Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Adriano. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Tony Martinez. Alaba looking to break up pace. Knocks it into space. Iniesta. Barcelona could counter here. Yamal. Adriano with 2 goals already to his name. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Now it's Yamal. Clear away. And he was quick to react. Tony Martinez. Del Piero. He's in plenty of space here. And he's picked it up out wide. That's really well maneuvered. Carlos Alenia. Great defending, strong and determined. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended though. It looked destined for a goal.
That's gone loose. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Yamal. And it's Del Piero. Del Piero. Good purpose. He's having a shot! Well, they could break here. Alaba and a free kick. No second thought. A straight red card. Barcelona are down to 10 men. Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me. He's a sharp bit of ball here. Now this could be a chance. An extra cross. All right. And the danger is averted. Gavi, he does have an assist to his name. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to cater for such astute movement, but at least, eventually, they've made the right call.
Adriano, a good take in a good area. Now it's Yamal. That has been knocked clear. Taken back almost at once. Great ball if he can get there. And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's Iniesta. And the number on the board is 3. Iniesta finds himself offside. The changes there in quick succession.
So, time for a potential game changer. Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision making.
It's Iniesta.
That has been cut short.
And we're done. Now this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, to win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And before we take a peek at Drury and providing his
לא הבנתי.
round of expert analysis, here's Jim Beckman. Hello, Peter.
אם לא תרשמו ברור, אני לא כזה אבין.
It's a real thrill to be here.
אם לא תרשמו ברור, אני לא כזה אבין.
Decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
כל מי שפה, תעשו לייק, 2 לחיצות על המסך. אני גם לא רואה את הלייקים שלכם.
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought and return, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. The action has already started. Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
McAllister, Rafinha, and it's Lewandowski. Pedri to McAllister. Opts for safety. Howson. And it's Pedri. And it's Iniesta. Pedri. And it's McAllister.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now this could be a chance. Shot could be on. He's got through. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Look at the space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Winning running on one side, dogged defence on the other. The standard finish! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter, and he didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. And he was quick to react. Can he get onto this? It's a promising position. In towards the back stick. Oh, well played, well played. Chance, surely! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Pedri. Now Otto. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Fix of a goal! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And he's had a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Leo Baptista. He's in plenty of space here. Crosses box, and that's a corner. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Bring it back.
Modern football for you, and all that pressure.
Knocks it into space. Oh, he's passed through. Leo Baptista. It's certainly onside here. Real chance. Oh, taken with style. They have pulled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Almeria has the equal. Lewandowski!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And there's green grass ahead of him. The defence just about came out on top, but they were slightly tested. Here's found the way. Great chance! Goal! Barcelona! And they get themselves in front!
He did so well to hold his runner and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Coming up to half time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Pedri. Howson. McAllister. Ball's gone astray.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rafinha. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. And the counter is on. Spread out to the left. McAllister is the team's great visionary. That's a decent ball. This is a great finish. Leo Baptista. And there's the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. Climbs up big! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Oh, good spread. And he's picked it up out wide. Nicely weighted ball. And he shoots!
איזה שער. איזה שער.
A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's effortlessly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona with 2 up and into a position of real strength.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Great vision. And he's picked out the run. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's forced to go back. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Engages and forces him off the ball.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Can he get on the end of this? That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Iniesta plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. It's good running with the ball. Looking for the run. He slings it in. Nice interception, well timed. McAllister. Now it's Rafinha. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's Del Piero. That has been swung wide. It's a pretty looking ball that. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Now it's Del Piero. Leo Baptista. Played into space. That is a great pick out. Leo Baptista! So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
Pedri to McAllister, and it's Pedri. Other. McAllister and Howson. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's McAllister. Pedri. And Howson. Now it's Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a smashing touch to get him away. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Iniesta really needed to be much faster then, much more decisive.
Rafinha in acres of space out wide. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Almeria needed that. Shot it goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And this is Lewandowski, who has found support out wide. He's got away. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
תודה.
Some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Howson. McAllister. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Rafinha really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Leo Baptistan. He's on it. Can he get away? And he's on his way. He's cut it out. Pedri. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That has been cut short. Rafinha tries to pass it through. That's an excellent interception. Sports officials showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And he cuts out the supply. And that's that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. and we're underway. Jim, what is your interpretation of the likely formation here?
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-line defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on that discipline.
Passing is crisp and sharp. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pau Cubarsí. It never ceases to amaze me, Peter, how the Catalans always manage to unearth all of these gems, especially in an age where the demand is quite high on defenders. He's really the perfect package.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Adriano.
Oh,
the ball's come. Oh, he's been caught on it here. This is Del Piero. He's gone backward here. Chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Howson makes the interception. And here's Iniesta.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his
Has a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You
הכי
can't
טוב,
ask
לא
for
אחי?
more than that.
בר כהן?
We have our very first corner.
הכי טוב גיימינג, אחי.
And he's there to clear it. Getafe has the chance to go the other way. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he is not giving anything away. And there's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Iniesta. Iniesta going face to face with his great rival, Cubarsí. And it's Pedri. Well, it's Lewandowski. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
And the shot! Diego Rico. And he passes it long. He's in a great position here. Knocks it into space. And he's picked it up out wide. Eric Garcia.
מה קורה, רומי שלמה? מה המצב? חברים, לייקים, לייקים, חברים. מה עם הלייקים? מה קורה, רומי?
Getafe are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Surely! Defending of the desperate variety. But not by that far. It's their second corner of the game. Well, fixed defending, but that'll do. Eric Garcia. Pedri. And Cubarsí.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half time.
Sacchino, Getafe are looking to break at pace. Good ball, good take. Picked up, can he finish? Great defending, strong and determined. Tries for a shot! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Getafe are doing very nicely, thank you. He will be livid with himself.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Eric Garcia. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's being shifted off it. Barcelona finding their passes. Kiko Ferreira. That pass isn't the best. And that is going to be the final act of the first half. Anything you'd like to express in the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here. But there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull them back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Harmlessly behind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Kiko Femenia, Al Kubasi cuts it out. Absolucan plays it forward. Del Piero. It's gone backwards.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Out to the right. And here's Yamal. That is lovely. Diego Rico did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played out wide. And here's Lewandowski. It's Lewandowski! Goal! Just one goal in it now. Game on. That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly...
And a chance! It's in! Barcelona are back in business! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through the very strong pressing wave.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Iniesta crosses. And that has been cleared. Al Kubasi calmly anticipates.
Barcelona have scored 2 quick goals here and are right back on level terms.
Well, that's well spotted. Carson, he is the team's great visionary. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel this.
That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Oh, easy pickings there. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
And it's Iniesta. Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. This is Adriano. Kiko Femenia looking to add to his goal.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
He's got forward. See the red smile. And they're back in front. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So time for change. This one has been on the cards for a little while. Getafe get themselves into the lead.
Del Piero.
And the shots! It's in! They're level in H. Rice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to get back, and they merit nothing less.
There was no getting that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
There's going to be another change here. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And that is out of play. Rafinha.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Nicely shot ball. Skillfully played. Sticks it away. And again they hit the front. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Oh, that's fabulous. This looks promising. Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. Rafinha, driving on and making good progress. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Rico. We are into overtime. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
תודה, תודה, ענת, תודה. שרון, תודה.
This is clearly not how it was meant to go. So Jim, how do you reflect on what? And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive. And there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
As you can see, we've already started here. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, demands something highly charged. Yeah, we all know who's better on paper or in the rankings, but pride and passion can be a great level, especially here.
What's up, Bogey? That is good alertness. Marciano, and the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. And he's being shifted off it. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'd say Petr. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game. I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of the goalkeeper's job. And he breeds confidence for his defence.
He's getting a chance! Barcelona! And there is his 30th goal. So smooth. a signature finish.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. And it's Del Piero. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Fortune now played. Great vision. Back into the middle. Oh, that's a key interception. Gonzalez. Spread out to the left. He's in plenty of space here. And now the breakaway. Played into space out wide. It's a promising position. That's very neat. Cross needs to be good. And that should get the job done.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Iniesta. And it's Del Piero. Adriano. Yamal. So much time and space here. Now, who's going to be first to this? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Yamal. He's intervened well there. That's fabulous. Off the post.
חזי. לא כל כך, לא... עבדתי חצי יום.
He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they are out.
I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
Gonzalez. What's it going here? And the through ball. The most accurate pass. Nicely spread. There's some quick running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good for them.
And it's come to nothing. And there's a probing ball. Gonzalez. Stood up well to it now.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. Played out towards the right wing. It looks like Bonge. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And it's Lewandowski.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which makes us
There's
win.
a shot! New foreign utopia! And they are convulsing! Again, in a trice!
כן, אחי. לא, אנשים אחרים עובדים, יש כאלה שעובדים, גם אין כזה עבודה לפני החג, אתה מבין? לא, מחר אני גם אלך לעבודה. חלש העבודה.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Not the most convincing of passes. Howson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He won't be happy with that one. He could be in here. And shoots! Keeper's got his work done. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And there's green grass ahead of him. Gets into some space. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might go even wider in this second half.
Barcelona absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby. Barcelona are at a chance! And the ball's come, it's falling loose again! They've scored! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So is this the start of a comeback? He's busting through there! He's had a shot!
And he was there to get a vital touch. And Gonga really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's been taken short. But they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. They've played it short. Deep cross. Surely now! And it's come back out to him. Really well taken goal. And he's only too
מה
quick
קורה,
to
דין?
capitalize on the keeper's misfortune.
מה המצב, אח
It's a
שלי?
nice line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
It's Adriano!
אוף, איזה שער. מה קורה, דין, אחי? איזה שער.
Things are looking pretty good for them now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous.
איזה גול של אנדריאנו.
99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
באתי חצי יום, אחי.
Change the dynamic somewhat. Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat.
And it's Del Piero. Head out to the left flank. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Bring it back. Can he get on the end of this? Plays it across.
וואו! וואי, וואי, משחק.
Decent try.
איזה טיקי טקה, טיק, 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 טק. איזה משחק.
Can he get it through? Oh, perfectly measured that. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice control. Good read, needed to be. That's a lovely neat pass. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Shot could be another shot. Loose ball now, there's a chase on to retrieve it. Yamal. Adriano, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Oh, it's Iniesta. He's shifting through the gears here. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. He's picked his way through. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's a simple one for the keeper. That has been swung wide. unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Iniesta. Now who's going to be first to this? And the counter is on. Out to the left it goes. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Winning running on one side, sluggish defence on the other. Now there's a great finish! It will be quick to recover. Oh, what has happened here? Iniesta! And that would have won it.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change. Gonzalez.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. That does it.
Pierre, he is hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Gonzalez. Although kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gonzalez. Tries to pass it through.
That is lovely.
Oh, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Referee's given a throw. And it's Iniesta. Del Piero. What's doing? Here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. De Jong, that's a look and plays it forward. But this is Adriano. It's Adriano! He has done it! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Adriano collecting the match ball, and it is his. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beckley beside me. Hi Peter, it's great to be here. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. The action has already started. And he's got a hit! Oh, belter! About as smooth as it gets! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Threads one in. Omar Mascarell. Tony Lato. Pablo Torre. Joseph. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Not the most accurate pass. Spread out to the left. Played back in. Del Piero. Can he finish? Wonderful from Del Piero. A finish of true class. 2-0 and in next to no time. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Barcelona have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Del Piero. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Torre did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Knocks it into space. He was under real pressure there. Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Del Piero. Iniesta. Adriano. It's Adriano! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
He's found a way through. Now takes a shot. It's in. Lots of defender insight. He had all the time in the world.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
So, just the consolation, or is there a way back from here? Up towards the middle. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Del Piero. And here's Iniesta. Oh, that's delightful. And this is Del Piero. Lewandowski! Oh, that is really good tenacity. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Chooses to go back. Decent chance! And now they can spring out of defence. Yamal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Lewandowski. Joseph. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Guarishi. Great vision. And he's picked out the run. And he shoots! Oh, off the bar! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Howson is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Del Piero. Shoots! They've scored! And they are pulling clear here. That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So now the difference is 3. Omar Mascarell, Mallorca finding their passes, filling in numbers sharp and uncompromising.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, what has happened here? In once more. A well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Coming up to half time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Tries to play it through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Costa. Pedri. Laid out to the left flank. Iniesta. And this is Lewandowski. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's had a shot. It's their second corner of the game.
אחי. איזה... לא נראה לי, אחי. לא נראה לי שאני עולה בערב. אין לי כוח לערבים יותר, חזי.
And it's McAllister. No way through, so back it comes. It's a pretty loose pass. This is Del Piero. He's having a shot!
וואו, איזה בונקר הם עושים.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Lewandowski serves up a cross.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
That is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal.
כן, אחי, כן.
They won't be happy.
לא, לא יודע אם יש לי
conceding,
כוח,
but
אחי.
other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
תודה, דין, תודה, אח שלי.
Barcelona ahead after a remarkable half. Who knows how many more will follow.
תהנו מהמשחק, חברים. תראו איזה הצגה.
Here we go again. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. It's not an especially good pass, that. It's a sharp pass.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
That's very neat. Pedri. McAllister. Up towards the flank. Otto, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And it's Pedri. And that's been won straight back. He's in a good position here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
לפעמים חזי, לא יותר מדי.
Very nicely done. Good spot that. Now it's Iniesta. Iniesta going face to face with his great rival. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And it's Del Piero. Adriano, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Mallorca can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now it's Morishi, looking for the run. Now it's Yamal. That has been so wide. This looks promising. Lewandowski chance! And he hits the net! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack, just change the rhythm up front.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, they're a long way from that. Joseph. Lewandowski. Now it's Del Piero. He's in plenty of space here. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Can he get it through? Costa. And it's slung out wide. The referee's awarded a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
יש אזעקות, חברים. יש אזעקות פה, חברים. וואלה, אחי, הכל טוב, באמת. הנה עירותים, תשמעו אותם. מחיפה, פה קרוב. לא מפסיקים לראות עלינו, חברים. הנה עכשיו גם פה. זה התקפה... זה פעמיים יורים. עכשיו בומים. מטורף. פה ממש מעל. שומעים את העירותים? זה פה. עוד עירות. זו התקפה רצינית. זה פה ממש מעל. עוד אזעקה, חברים. זו התקפה פעם שלישית. תשמעו את הבומים עכשיו. בום, הכל רועד. זה נפילה לפי דעתי. מטורף, מטורף, מטורף פשוט. וואו. מטורף, חברים. זה המציאות, חברים, אתם קולטים? זה המציאות. יש כרגע אזעקות בכל הצפון. מטורף. יאללה חברים, אוהב אתכם. היינו כבר איזה שעה ומשהו. תודה רבה לכולם. פרוגמר לירן. ביי, להתראות.